Sleep is a physical and mental resting state in which a person becomes relatively inactive and unaware of their environment. In this short presentation, I will explain sleep deprivation, the risk factors of why sleep deprivation occurs, the long-term health consequences of lack of sleep, and how nutrition and certain nutrients can help achieve restorative sleep. In order to get a good night's rest, individuals who are sleep deprived need to consume certain nutrients and have good nutrition habits which will help them sleep better. I have reviewed the understanding of the nutritional aspects that help with restorative sleep and have put forth approaches to achieving restorative sleep through nutrition to help people who have problems sleeping. According to the National Sleep Foundation, sleep duration is poor and has been declining steadily in the US population, where 42% of US adults and more than 50% of US children reported insufficient sleep. Sleep is considered adequate when there is no daytime sleepiness or dysfunction. The average nightly sleep duration in US adults, which is 6 hours and 31 minutes, is significantly lower than the perceived amount of time needed for optimal functioning during the day. People who cannot improve their sleep quality through healthy lifestyle changes may suffer from a sleep disorder that requires professional attention. Sufficiently long, restful sleep sessions each night are an indisputable cornerstone of good health. The studies evaluating the effects of sleep deficiency or deprivation on health indicate that sleep affects emotional well-being, cognitive function, daytime performance, and physical health. Many factors related to lifestyle contribute to poor sleep conditions, as they are believed to disrupt circadian rhythms. Dietary composition, with a focus on specific dietary components, has been shown to influence sleep duration, quality, and behaviors. For macronutrients, low fiber, high saturated fat, and sugar intake were associated with lighter, less restorative sleep. A high carbohydrate, low fat diet was associated with poorer sleep quality versus a normal balanced diet or a low carbohydrate, high fat diet. Protein and carbohydrate deficiencies have also been associated with shorter sleep duration. Micronutrients intakes have also been suggested to affect sleep patterns. For example, associations have been reported for deficiencies in vitamin B1, folate, phosphorus, magnesium, iron, zinc, and selenium with shorter sleep duration. Lack of alpha-carotene, selenium, and calcium with difficulty falling asleep. Low intake of vitamin D and lycopene with sleep maintenance, and low intake of calcium and vitamin C with non-restorative sleep. Caffeine is considered a mild nervous system stimulant. Caffeine increases alertness by antagonizing adenosine receptors. Not surprisingly, this function of caffeine also leads to a diminished inclination to sleep. Excess caffeine consumption results in decreased sleep quality and decreased estimated secretion of melatonin. Alcohol is another contributor to having negative influences on the quantity and quality of sleep due to its fast metabolism and hypnotic-like effects. Alcohol-related factors, including tachycardia, perspiration, stomach complaints, headaches, or a full bladder, might also disturb sleep. First and second-hand cigarette smoking is also associated with poor sleep quality and duration. In adults, smoking has been associated with disturbed sleep architecture, sleep fragmentation, increased sleep latency, and shorter sleep duration. Another factor that has been linked to short sleep duration and poor sleep patterns in children, adolescents, and adults is the use of television, computers, and video games during evening hours. Growing evidence suggests that patterns of short sleep duration can impact risk of chronic disease and has been associated with an increased risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and CVD. Researchers have hypothesized that short sleep duration may interfere with the body's restorative processes that occur during sleep, leading to biological and behavioral risk factors for chronic disease development. It also impairs glucose metabolism, which aggravates the risk of type 2 diabetes. The HPA axis pathway, along with increased sympathetic nervous system activity and inflammatory responses, has been implicated in the relationship between short sleep duration and increased risk for hypertension, recurrent acute coronary syndrome, and heart failure. Several nutritional factors, with a focus on specific nutritional components, have been associated with promoting restorative sleep. Most self-help advice on dietary factors that may improve sleep include eating a balanced diet containing vegetables and whole grains and consuming B vitamins, iron, magnesium, zinc, calcium, and copper. There is substantial evidence with regard to the influence of B vitamins on sleep. A small clinical crossover study showed that vitamin B12 affects plasma melatonin concentrations and contributes to the entrainment of the light-dark cycle. Vitamin B12 was also associated with improvements in sleep quality and alertness assessed by using visual analog. Vitamin D status is positively correlated with sleep efficiency and sleep quality. Fatty fish is a good source of vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, nutrients important for the regulation of serotonin and therefore sleep regulation. Tryptophan is an essential amino acid precursor to the sleep-regulating hormone serotonin and is important in the proposed relationships between diet and sleep. Through 5-HTP, free tryptophan is converted to serotonin, which is in turn converted to melatonin. A study found that evening dietary increases in tryptophan intake improve sleep in adults with sleep disturbances and enhanced alertness in the morning, most likely as a result of improved sleep quality. Tryptophan-containing foods include milk, meat, fish, poultry, eggs, beans, peanuts, cheese, and leafy green vegetables. Melatonin is a pineal hormone that is suggested to be associated with the control of circadian rhythms. Melatonin is thought to act as a chronobiotic and has been successful in regulating normal sleep-wake cycles in a variety of illnesses and disorders. However, melatonin is not only produced in the pineal gland, but is also found in edible plants. Plant sources of melatonin include walnuts, tomatoes, flax seeds, tart cherries, almonds, raspberries, and goji berries. These foods have been studied for their impact on restorative sleep quality. In fact, another benefit to the traditional Mediterranean diet is significantly better sleep quality, perhaps due to the high melatonin content of tomatoes. The melatonin and phytonutrient profile of tart cherries is often associated with their health and sleep benefits. Tart cherries have a high dietary melatonin concentration, and the consumption of tart cherry juice has been shown to increase urinary melatonin concentrations. Valerian or valerian root, which is the most commonly used herbal product to induce sleep in both USA and Europe, is a flowering plant that is commonly used to treat difficulties associated with sleep and might improve sleep without producing side effects. Other examples of sleep-promoting foods include herbal products and certain fruits. The use of herbal products, such as chamomile tea, to improve sleep is common. Kiwi fruit is one of the few fruits that has a high serotonin concentration, which may be another possible sleep-promoting mechanism of kiwi. I want to conclude by saying a balanced and varied diet that is rich in fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat protein sources, all of which contain plenty of tryptophan, as well as group B vitamins, minerals, and unrefined carbohydrates, can improve sleep. The quantity and quality of sleep can be improved through the nutritional support to prevent long-term health consequences that are associated with sleep deprivation. Through this presentation, I want to highlight the need to translate the existing scientific evidence focusing on the relationship between sleep and nutrition into messages, programs, and interventions that the public can easily understand and utilize to prevent chronic disease. Thank you.